and he recovered. And in February or January, he dislocated his collarbone. He's still riding professionally for an Israeli team, actually. But he's had another really, really bad one. That must be it. He said it was going to be his last season. So Chris Froome was airlifted to hospital yesterday after sustaining multiple injuries in a crash in southern France. He was taken by helicopter following the crash near Toulon. He lives in Monaco, so it's about 100 miles away from his home. His team described the crash as serious, but said he was in a stable condition and did not sustain any head injuries. Have a listen to this. Scans have showed Froome has 5 broken ribs, a collapsed lung, and a lumbar vertebrae fracture. God, what's it going to be like for him in old age? I mean, the one bone I broke was one of those sort of football metatarsal injuries, and it's really painful. I remember speaking to one of the All Blacks. Which one was it? I was trying to remember who it was. I will remember in a minute. He played on in the 2011 World Cup. He played on in the quarterfinals, semi-final and final with a broken metatarsal and didn't tell the medical staff. He just got through it. Oh, what was his name? He was the captain, the flanker, Richie McCaw. Brilliant. Richie McCaw. I said to him, blimey, Richie. I said, I broke my metatarsal like 6 months ago and I'm still feeling it. Every so often I feel it. And he went, man, you've been playing for the country. And I'm like, yeah, but I mean, what happened if someone stepped on it? This life. So hard. Honestly, so hard. So God knows what he's going to be like, because it lends itself to arthritis, doesn't it, when you get when you get much older. So, oh dear. I tell you, cycling is really dangerous. People say, I was having this discussion yesterday with, I was speaking to management actually about just nothing in particular, but talking about me cycling around Richmond Park. And I said, I'm trying to get cars banned from there. What, you signed a petition? Are you around a council? Oh, no, I just talked about it on the radio. And oh, right, okay, I haven't heard that yet. Because you just, honestly, being a bicycle, I watched on the documentary that they have on Netflix, which we're going to be talking about. On the documentary of Netflix, it's all they do. This kind of, they've realised that it's quite formulaic, but it's very clever. They do an in-depth kind of study of the season, be it Formula One, be it a football team. Now they're doing it on the Tour de France, and it's really good. You really do get into it and learn much more about it, because cycling is actually at that level is a team sport. I know people say, oh no, it's not. It is, because if you're with teammates, you can go faster. I don't understand how or why. It's like the very last stage of the Tour de France, which is like circuits of Paris and the Champs-Élysées and the Arc de Triomphe, is amazing. I've seen it 2 or 3 times now. The speed with which they're going on those cobbles it has to be seen to be believed. And what they do is whoever's leading the Tour de France on the last but one stage, so on the Saturday, that's the person who's going to win it, because nobody tries to win the last stage apart from the sprinters right at the end. And I couldn't understand that. I said, why doesn't someone just go for it? And see if he said, because, and all the experts said to me, because if they do, they'll all basically, the peloton, which is a big group of people who follow it, they'll all get together and they will chase them down, and a peloton can go much faster than an individual rider. I don't really understand how that works. It's like if you're right behind a car